Greetings, Toonami faithful.
This is gonna be good.
Kush, kush.
This is gonna be good.
Your favorite heroes in short pants.
We're
I don't even know what that was in reference to. Anyways.
back, bitches.
Only past, present playback.
Meow.
Yeah, that was it. Beautiful. Good job, everybody.
All right,
pizza.
we're
See you
good.
later.
We're good.
That was great.
Go.
Load that up. Kyle, load this audio up over a random video of you opening something up, and we're good to go.
All right, sounds good.
Oh my God. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute.
Yes, it has. Ended up missing this past week, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of different life changes, like different jobs and whatnot. So people just it was a hectic week the week before. But hey, we're back now. We've done it. We've made time. We've got this handsome ass man Tiger over here just chilling with us.
Oof, we're gonna have to
I don't know
age.
what any of that meant, but I loved it.
We gotta age gate this now.
Thank God I'm sitting down. Kush. Where the wild things are. Anyways, yeah. So, how's everyone been?
Good.
Good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. We did anybody like do anything fun, watch anything fun in the time we haven't seen each other?
I've played probably way too much Minecraft and Call of Duty.
Nice. How's their experience in Call of Duty going?
Call of Duty is good. Today, as we're recording this, they literally just started the first season of like all that stuff.
They started the first season of all that.
Yeah. But yeah, no. They added some new maps, more guns.
All right, sweet, hell yeah. What about you, El Tigre?
I finished Agatha. And I watched season 3 of Vox Machina.
I have to finish season 3.
Without spoilers, how were both of those things?
I enjoyed both of them. Agatha was pleasantly surprising.
Nice.
As far as like Marvel stuff has been recently. So
nice.
Ooh,
Vox was good. I haven't watched the current season, but I am caught up with the other two.
Yeah, I have to watch the rest of season 3. I've watched half of it.
It's like bittersweet after
I don't know.
But yeah. I think the next season might be the last one. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, I haven't watched their podcast or listened to their podcast, so I have no idea like what the source material goes to.
Yeah, I never listened to the first series.
I just know who the final. Well, I don't want to do any spoilers. So
I can loosely talk about like so like what the final boss is basically.
Yeah,
and like it sounds like it's coming up to it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
which I mean, it's not been a super long show, so.
No, which is very. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it's funny because like I think like for their because I tried watching their series 1 stuff like a long time ago and I didn't get far because I think like an episode was like 7 hours long.
Yes. Yeah, they go they do go long some.
So like it was a lot to take in, and I think they also started like recording them like halfway through like their first session or something, or at least that's what I could find. So like yeah, it's. I remember I think the stuff that I had seen had been from the first season with like the vamps and the tree and like all that stuff. And then everything else I've been watching since then has been new for me. But yeah, no, it's once you take out like all like the little side banters and bits and the mechanics and whatnot, you can probably cut down their story to a nice 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's true. Yeah, people buying them pizza and donuts and shit. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
We don't need to see them
I'm
go
assuming that's
shopping
where
for 6 hours.
exactly.
yeah.
As long as we see him like bang and stuff, that's fine. But no, that's awesome. If I've been doing anything fun or interesting, I mean,
Finally.
definitely not interesting. I built some model kits recently. That was fun. I haven't done that
Nice.
in a minute. They were pretty good. Oh, I've been watching Kamen Rider again. Finally, my friend got me a very above board full seasons of some episodes. Definitely
nice.
no nefarious methods were done to get those.
Yeah,
So I've been
imports from
watching that.
Japan.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been watching Kamen Rider. It's called Fives, but the title is Kamen Rider the number 555 3 times, and it's just called Fives, which is very funny.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good so far. It's a lot of dumb bullshit Japanese soap opera like toku stuff, so it's very fun and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. But yeah, that's the next episode preview they do every episode is the narrator going, "Open your eyes for the next fives." In English, it's very good.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
It's like exceedingly Japanese.
it's so exceedingly Japanese. It's amazing. The acting's so like over the top. I love it. It's amazing. It's like a series from I want to say like 2000 like 5 or something like that. So like they were just getting to widescreen. The CGI they use is horrible. It's amazing. I love it. I'm right in my wheelhouse.
Everything
fun.
looks like it's made out of Play-Doh.
Everything looks like it's made. Well, the suits look really good. Like we're talking
Yeah.
like if we're talking eras, it's like Dino Thunder era of Toku, basically. So like when that was airing in Japan. So like that's like the level of like effects and whatnot we have.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Good.
Enjoying. But yeah, what are we doing today though?
Gonna enjoy looking back.
Uh
Good old Toonami.
Oh man, that's where I feel safe and alive.
And some sort of more recent Toonami.
That's where I'm kind of scared and I don't understand.
So it's all over the place. This is what we got
I'm
left.
dead.
We did cut out some stuff. Either we haven't seen it or we don't have enough to talk about it. So
We cut out the majority of it.
we cut out like everything. Yeah.
Listen, you know, it's stuff that I still don't even fully believe was ever on Toonami, but we're moving on from that.
I don't know. That's what the wiki said.
Toonami was just 97 to 2008.
I'm gonna need the your sources in MLA format. All right.
Your sources, go fuck yourself.
No, fair enough. All right, let's run through these tiers real quick.
Yeah, Zach.
Oh yeah, before we do that, actually, for those of you who may not know what Toonami is or was, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a block on Cartoon Network called Toonami that would air like anime and stuff. As the years went on, it kind of changed a little bit. Some more American like cartoons got like shoved in there, so that's why you'll see like Jackie Chan Adventures and stuff like that. But it was very much like that was sort of your fix if you weren't watching like whatever was on Kids WB or Fox Kids. Like that's where you were seeing anime. Basically, was weekday evenings between like 3 and 6, and then like Saturday nights at like 7 to like 10 or something. You were getting some good eating. And that's where a lot of millennials get their personalities from, is Toonami. But yeah, so now that we have that, and then it stopped airing around what, like 2009, 10,
something like that, and
earlier than that maybe. It was maybe like 2007 or 8. But it stopped. It was done. They canceled it, and then it came back for a minute, and then it got canceled again, and then it came back again, and now it's airing back on Saturday nights, and all is right with the world.
Yeah.
But now, Kyle, now we can go over the
All right. So, for us, we dig giant robots.
Tiger, you want to take it next? Can you not read it?
I can't fucking read it.
Everyone knows Tiger's on his phone, so this is on his face. All right, we won't make you read it. I'm sorry.
Didn't think about that.
I got this one. I got this one. Our next tier is Stay Gold.
Then our B tier is Same Old Goodness. Oh, so sweet.
And then our C tier is Waking Up to the Ending of Inuyasha at 3 a.m.
That specifically is a you had to be there category.
No, everybody knows if they've watched it.
Absolutely. And then last one, Tiger, can you read that, or do you want us to grab it?
Just fucking go.
It's see you later, Space Cowboy. And then, as Kyle had said at the beginning, the we don't know them tier, so we don't mess with them.
Yeah.
All right, and let's jump right in.
Yeah. So we got Akame ga Kill.
So Kyle and I have watched this. Tiger, have you watched this?
This is where you're gonna find I'm a fake fan. I've never watched Toonami.
Tiger's like, what's Toonami?
That me explaining what Toonami was all the information Tiger has for Toonami.
That was all for me. Yeah.
I've
never seen. This is how I decide if I want to watch any of these shows.
I cosplayed
this
as
is fearless
somebody
for me.
from Akame ga Kill one of the years.
So in your defense, Tiger, if you haven't watched a new gen Toonami, some of these you won't know. And technically, Kyle and I are fake because we didn't watch this on Toonami. We watched this before it was on Toonami. So before it was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like some of these will be just like stuff we have seen that we know of that is aired on Toonami, but not necessarily that we watched it there. So if you haven't, Kyle and I have watched it. Kyle, where would you want to put Akame ga Kill?
I'd probably put it in like Stay Gold, honestly.
I'd say Stay Gold. It was one that definitely hit hard.
Yeah.
It was very, very like nobody is safe style like show.
And
like,
that the first episode really draws you in.
Cements it. Holy shit! Yeah.
Really draws.
You should watch it, Tiger.
It's short. It's like 25 episodes.
It's a short season. Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, I'd say Stay Gold. All right. Next, we got Assassination Classroom. I have no idea. I haven't watched.
Am I the only one that's seen this one? Okay.
I think you might be the only one. So free reign. No one's
Assassination Classroom is so good. I've watched it twice.
Wow.
It's really, really, really good. I highly, highly recommend it. It's so.
Get you to watch episode 2 of Golden Kamuy, and you've watched Assassination Classroom. That's like 50 episodes. Twice.
Hey, I'm on like episode 5. Actually, it's like 7 or 8. But yeah,
that's good.
No, so basically, it's really funny. It's about this this alien octopus looking dude who teaches their classroom. He's teaching them how to be assassins.
Is it hentai?
Sure. No. It's really funny. It's really good. It's got really good action. Characters are very likable. Very good. With that said, I'd probably put it in Stay Gold.
All right, fair enough. All right, and then we got the Astro Boy anime. Again, haven't really seen this. I think you guys said you have seen this.
I've seen some of it. I've not seen like the entire thing, but I've seen some of it.
From what I remember, it was one of those anime that's like surprisingly good.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you don't expect to hit that hard. Like I mean, solid, at least B tier.
Okay, you're thinking same old goodness, oh so sweet.
Yeah.
Also, don't feel like if you want to fight for something to be in a higher tier, absolutely fight for it. We had
Oh,
Bugs
yeah.
Life in one of these things much higher than it deserved to be, only on the account that it was Bugs Life.
But is
And
any of this better than a Bug's Life?
Yeah, Kyle, where's our "Is this better than a Bug's Life" tier?
Should I add it to the top?
But yeah, okay. And then we have the next thing. It's Attack on
Back
Titan.
on Titan.
I
know some of these are a little hard to read.
I'm checking out.
If you're just listening, all of these are hard to read.
Yeah.
So Attack on Titan. So that's tough because it is really good. I would probably definitely, I don't know about you, Tiger, if you have any opinion on it. Stay gold.
I mean, I haven't finished it.
But the ending, the
I
last couple episodes really want me to almost put it in the We Dig Giant Robots, but
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not. I wouldn't use a veto power or anything, but
it'll go to Stay Gold.
if you want it in Dig Giant Robots, put it in Dig Giant Robots. I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, throw it up there.
All right. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Man, what a show. What a show that tried to be Beyblade.
It did. It tried so hard.
All I remember is two things. Ability activate and the big giant dragon going, "Thanks, Dan!" And that's all I really remember of Bakugan.
Yeah. And it's just a bunch of kids throwing balls around.
It's just a bunch of kids throwing their balls around. So I mean, we could probably put that in "See You Later, Space Cowboy." It was just kids playing a game that ends up being an intergalactic war. So that's fun.
Yeah. Speaking of that, for me, that doesn't go in this tier, but that is the epitome of waking up at 3 a.m. For the Inuyasha theme, because it's just like you wake up and you just see the weird CG of that show.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it did have some weird CG.
Did.
You know, I do actually kind of remember the opening song a little bit, where it starts off and it's like, "What are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah.
Odds are stacked against you." something. All right, put it in 3 a.m. The opening's honestly not bad.
Okay.
All right, then we got Batman the
animated.
So this is new animated adventures, but we'll just have Batman the animated series as a whole. But I mean, yeah,
all of Batman.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would say like the original animated series, because they rebranded for the last season for whatever reason and changed the character models and stuff, which I didn't like. The stories were fine. It was really miffed. Fucking, they had a beautiful art. Anyways, I mean, yeah, it is a banger. I mean, honestly, I would personally put it in We Dig Giant Robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
And Beyond.
So many good. And Beyond, I enjoyed a lot, but I would almost put it in Stay Gold. I don't think its highest highs ever came close to the original Batman. What do you guys think?
I'm fine with it being in Stay Gold. There?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Beast Wars!
Giant robots.
Giant robots.
Giant
We
robots.
dig 'em.
Giant
We dig 'em.
robots.
Freaking, that's how. I want to say that's mostly how millennials got introduced into Transformers. Am I wrong in saying that?
I can see that.
I love it. I absolutely adore it. Also watched some Beast Wars entirely drunk the other night too. That was
nice.
Blasted watching that. What episode was I watching?
That's the type of show, if I get drunk, I'll cry watching it. Like
the Dinobot episode.
Oh,
So good. All right, Ben 10 Alien Force. I have watched all of Ben 10, except I have not watched the reboot. But Ben 10 Alien Force, I mean, it was a more adult version of the original show. The animation was kind of way more stiff. Character models were kind of ass, but I mean, overall, the story was good. I mean, it was fun. It's cool to see an older version of Ben 10.
Same old goodness.
Wasn't it?
Was it?
What?
Okay. Yeah. I thought.
I was just so wasn't there Ben 10 Alien Force, and then wasn't there like a third one?
There's
Or am I just
Ultimate
thinking of
Alien.
remake?
yeah.
It was Ultimate Alien, which was basically just a rebrand of Alien Force because they were hitting that episode count where they would have to get like, I forget. There's something where an animated show, when it hits a certain amount of episodes, like something happens and like they get more money and benefits basically because of it. So they had to rebrand it so it was a new show. And then it was Ultimate Alien. Then that ended, and then it was Omniverse, I think. Where like it was more a Transformers animated style cartoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been watching Transformers animated on the side.
I know.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I like it. I actually like it a lot. It's not exactly what I want, but I think it's fun, and I like how much they try to do with it. There's definitely a lot of like G1 stuff in there that like they put in. It's nice. But anyways, we're talking about Ben 10 Alien Force. I would say same old goodness. So sweet.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. This next one is
The Batman.
The Batman, which is different from The Batman, which is also lower on the list. So this, oops, can you guys still hear me? I just touched something on my headset. Okay. I touched something on the side of my headset, and I was like, fuck. It went error. This is a CGI Batman, kind of like the that Green Lantern CGI show that came out a long time ago.
Yes.
Oh.
I watched
this whole thing. I've watched the whole thing. It's not bad. It's a very different.
Yes, it is different.
Like, I don't want to say like low fantasy because Batman's not fantasy, but like that like kind of like I know low fantasy is the completely wrong term. It's more like first season of Gotham type deal where like the villains are very much like they are people villains just like doing stuff. Like there's no like crazy ones. It's like he's fighting like the pig mask guy and whatnot. Like it's stuff like that. And like Alfred's like I think that's where they kind of started doing the Alfred was like an army guy thing. But it wasn't bad. It was certainly interesting. I mean, I would put it in same old goodness.
Yeah, I agree. Big O.
Big O, big O, big
It's showtime.
Showtime.
Big God, one of the best Steve Blum, man. He was obviously Steve Blum, voice actor, was the voice of Tom from Toonami, the host, and also voiced half the cartoons on Toonami.
Yep, it was basically, hey, these are what I'm in. Here you go.
It's the Steve Blum. Oh, Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom? Is that what it was? I think he's saying Blum. Steve Blumkin.
I think it's Bloom.
Yeah.
Steve
Buscemi. Steve Blumshemi.
Steve Bloom and Onion.
Steve Blum Steve Buscemi Starscream Transformers 1 very good. Anyways, yeah, Big O solid. I liked it. I mean, it was a random ass show that like randomly caught episodes of, so I had no idea if there was like a forward moving story or not. But
no, it was kind of like Cowboy Bebop where it didn't
sort
really
of just like vignettes just
for the
like
most
Monster of the
part
Week type stuff.
Yeah, there was like a few like two-parters
noir.
but
yeah, no, I definitely I definitely loved the style of the show. It was very good.
It's pretty awesome. I've watched both seasons.
Yeah.
I unfortunately didn't get finished properly.
The conclusion,
yeah, which sucks, but honestly it was really good. I just don't think audiences really understood it.
It sort of like tried having that like Cyborg 009 like aesthetic like to it, like in like the character designs, like well no, not thinking about Cyborg 009 had some really weird ass looking characters, but it was that sort of like 80s sort of like mecha,
yeah, for sure,
like that. Like, that's what it was going for.
I don't want to say dingy, but like kind of
I know what you're saying.
Muted.
Yeah. But no, solid story overall, or solid premise overall. There's like post-apocalyptic like future or whatever, but there's like a domed city, right? Like that's part of it. Or there's like a not maybe not dome, but like blocked off city.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched it. I just know it's like very post-apocalyptic-y almost in some areas and stuff like that. Yeah,
there's like a slums, and then there's like the nice, and like this guy's from the nice, but like he's trying to like fix it or something.
Mm-hmm.
But where would you want to put it, Kyle?
I'd put it in Stay Gold, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm fine with
same.
Stay Gold. Big O is good.
And we got Bleach.
And maybe now you feel like number one. Yeah, no, Bleach. Love me some Bleach.
I used to.
I'm trying to think like what I watched of Bleach on Toonami, and I mean, he might have even just been Adult Swim at that point, but yeah, this is also sort of like half Adult Swim, half Toonami, and then they sort of like mesh. But
yeah.
But the first Bleach opening's so good. I mean, I would put Bleach probably in same old goodness, oh so sweet. Just because the original anime is just it's too long, too much filler.
Way too much filler. Way too much
it's
filler.
like 60% filler.
And then in the anime, the filler is kind of like canon because they kind of like try to squeeze it in sometimes and like mentioning.
Yeah, so like they'll talk about it, but like the funniest thing they ever did was there was the first filler arc they did was 60 episodes, and it was as long as the amount of episodes that were canon that had come out.
Yeah.
So like the first like 64 episodes were canon, and then like the next 60 were filler, and it was insane. And they introduced 3 filler characters in that they tried integrating into the show for the anime that they basically at a point they did something and then they were never talked about or seen again, and it was just very funny.
Yeah.
They're in this canon like fight that's happening, and now they're just gone. It was so funny. They Irish goodbye right out of the show. But yeah, now we've got say what bo bo bo
bo bo bo bo
bo bo bo. This show was wild.
Yes, very
good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. My guy out here, Bobo, in his blue crop top, yellow afro, with his fist of the nose hair technique, where he just had giant strands of nose hair fly out of his nose, and he would just beat the crap out of people. I saw a clip of this the other day. It was they're introducing one of the villains, and it's like panning up towards him. And like the Japanese like subtitles were still like on, like they I guess they couldn't they didn't have like a clean version of the show without the subtitles.
Okay.
The Japanese like you know like the name of the character was there, and the character just goes and pans up to him, and it's just like, get those Japanese letters off of the screen. Like, that's what the guy said. That was his voice line. It was like, get those Japanese characters off of me. Like, it was so funny. Like
that show is so random and just
it's so random.
It's like such a gag battle manga type.
It's great. The manga had a fun bit where towards the end of it because he could just summon things. He would take off the top of his afro and he would just summon stuff. In the manga, he summoned Yugi out of his head, and Yugi summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon to like do an attack. And like Yugi was actually drawn by Kazuki Takahashi.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was so funny. But I think the artist drew Slifer and he just looked awful. But yeah, I mean, Boba was fun. I would put it in same old goodness, or I don't know. If people want to put it higher, it'd be my guess.
I'm good with same old good.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, my hero, new gen Toonami.
I only watched the first 4 seasons of the show.
Yeah, I think are they about to do season 8? I think next year, and that's the final season.
Probably it should be the final season.
Yeah.
I mean, I read a lot of it, or all of it, should I say? But yeah. I mean,
I like it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I mean, from what I had seen, the animation was really good. I only saw up to that United States of Smash, basically.
Oh, so it's only season 3, I think.
Maybe it was only season 3 then. I don't remember.
What about you, El Tigre?
I really like it. I really enjoy it. I think it's a solid stay gold.
Solid stay gold? All right. I agree with that. I think it's a solid stay gold.
Card Captor Sakura.
Never seen it.
So funny enough, I think I've seen more Card Captor Sakura on Kids WB more than I've seen it on Toonami. I think I did see some on Toonami, but it started there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was fine. It was inoffensive. The American version is bastardized because they cut out the first like I don't know how much. I'm gonna make up a number, but like it was like the first like 7 episodes or something that they just like cut out and they just started it, and they were trying to sadly market it to boys more than girls, even though it is the anime for like it's the anime for girls. But I liked it, but like it's just very funny that they just like they butchered it to try to get this thing to take off because they kind of just got straight into the battles, which was like which looked cool. Like the animation and stuff they did for it was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have enough to give like a solid opinion, but I would either honestly I think I would put it in Waking Up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue it. No. I've only seen some of it. I never watched like a whole lot of it.
It's not bad, but it's like it's also I don't think it's like extremely good. It's no Sailor Moon.
No. All right. Got the second season of Zoids here. Something Century or something like that.
Yeah, this is your bread and butter here, buddy, my friend.
Zoids. I build the model kits. The show was awesome. You know, robots it's robots in animal forms fighting, or in some dinosaur forms fighting each other.
Oh, that's Beast Wars.
And Zoids.
These are piloted.
Yes.
Not by sparks.
These aren't
a spark.
Totally sentient. Only somewhat, kind of.
Maybe, sort of.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Honestly, I'd put it just so probably like Stay Gold.
Yeah, go for it, man. I did see some of this. I've seen some of both. See, like the series of Zoids. I was because I did like the OG Zoids. I thought it was a lot of fun. And then when this season happened after that, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching anymore. What did I miss? Why is there just a random guy with a T-Rex running around? I don't understand. What happened to everybody else? My poor little kid brain craved structure, and I was like, where's the narrative structure in this? I don't understand. All right, and then we got the Clone Wars from right before Revenge of the Sith came out.
Sure.
There's a little animated series that had come out to sort of bridge Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones and the movie, because and not that really every Star Wars movie randomly starts, but like this was fun. It was this is another Gendy, right? Like Samurai Jack and all that. Yeah,
probably.
So super stylized, like they made General Grievous way too cool in this for how crappy he was in the movie itself. Like General Grievous was a threat to be reckoned with, just like taking on like 6 Jedis at once and just absolutely just mollywopping them.
He's not a movie character. He's a side story character. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was gonna say it gave a lot of like fun character depth to like existing characters. Like Anakin had some development to like show sort of that like that little bit of descent into what would be happening in Revenge. And it introduced I forget what her first name is, but Ventress, the girl Sith with the Asajj, it introduced her, which then she came back into the CGI Clone Wars, which these two Clone Wars are not linked at all. Like,
no,
because technically I think they disavowed this animated version.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, no, it explains like why General Grievous has like a cough.
Like, so it does explain that, except when you read the books, apparently, and they change it.
Oh, well, fuck.
Because you're right. Because he got force crunched, and like that's why he had like the cough. But like, they kind of I think this version unfortunately got decanonized, but they saved some stuff from it, like Ventress. But it was really cool. I mean, honestly, this would be Stay Gold, or would I want to put it in robots? What do you think, Tiger?
I mean, I just love the animation so much. I mean,
so good.
Yeah.
Also, Shaggy the Jedi.
Yeah. You know what? I'd say Giant Robots.
All
Yeah,
right, let's
definitely
put it in
up
Giant
there.
Robots.
All
Let's
right.
put it in Giant Robots. All right, next we got Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
The literal vibe of Toonami.
So
there's only one bad episode of Cowboy Bebop, and it's the episode where Jet tries to groom a minor. Almost, I don't know. It's not great.
anyway, it is.
Also, he's 32. He's a year younger than me.
Jet's 32.
Yeah, he's
like
he looks
55. He's 55.
He's not. He's not.
How old's Spike?
I don't know. It's like,
Spike's supposed to be in his like 20s, I think it is.
Spike's 6.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, there's literally an episode where like one of Jet's like old buddies dies, and his daughter that like Jet knew when she was like 10 is like comes to him for like help, and like he's just got this weird vibe the entire time, and like she's like someone's like, "Oh, is this your father?" to Jet while she's with him, and then he goes, "Father, I could be your boyfriend." Like he just says weird stuff in the whole episode, and it's the weirdest episode of all of them. But yeah. Other than that, side note, that's just a side note. Amazing show.
Yeah.
Robot.
I guess you got to throw that in Sea of Space Cowboy.
Yeah. Damn, we haven't had a single Sea of Space Cowboy yet. That's
not yet.
No, we might be about to.
Cyborg 009.
Did you guys have any closing thoughts on
Yeah, Cowboy
Bebop
Bebop
at all?
Fantastic. I've watched it probably like 3 or 4 times.
Great show. Staple of the whole fucking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gateway drug for a lot of people.
Yeah, if it's not
past
it's not Dragon Ball, then it's probably good.
Yeah, people I met in adulthood that I never would have thought liked anime were like obsessed with Cowboy Bebop, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy.
Just good. So good.
Yeah, Cyborg 009. I don't know if this is like an original, like if there was like an 80s or something anime, or if they're going off of like that like mid 2000s anime. That I definitely know was on Toonami, but
I think it's the mid 2000s one because I don't think the other one was there. I think this is just the image that I got.
I think it's a manga cover or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I watched a chunk of it. It was certainly interesting, but it was never, or I shouldn't maybe not say interesting. It couldn't hold my attention, but like if I was bored and there was nothing on, I would watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those like I wasn't totally invested in it either, but whenever it was on, I'd watch it. It wasn't like bad.
Yeah.
It was trying to like. Oh, go on, Tiger.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it was definitely trying to establish like an overarching plot and mystery that I don't think I ever saw like the finale of.
Yeah, I think it was. I think the main plot was they were just trying to find a place to like belong.
I think, but they were also trying to figure out like what happened to them too.
Maybe. It's been a while.
I could never decide, like, the animation style grew on me. Like, at first I was like, this is so ugly. And then I was like, actually, I think I kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I will agree with you there. I do think it was, like, a show that definitely, like, could grow on you. Like, you're just like, ugh, but then, like, they definitely had, like, some cool stuff because they're all robots. Like, cyborgs, obviously.
Yeah.
And, like, they definitely did cool things that you were like, oh, this is actually cool. But then it would just, like, you know, it was random. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Same old goodness.
All right. Kyle, you agree?
Yeah, it's fine. Put it there.
Yeah, we put it in same old. All right. Then we got Dead Man Wonderland.
I never watched the anime actually at all.
I fully read the manga. I watched a little bit of the anime. I don't think the anime ever came close to the manga. So unless Tiger has an objection, I would put it in See You Later, Space Cowboy.
Go for it. I think I saw one episode.
It's a show where a kid gets thrown in jail and they have blood powers, and it's the very bare bones basic, like, I would say they wanted to do like a psychological horror thriller, and then it lost that very quickly.
Yeah.
And just became a battle manga with some horror, or not horror, but like gore. There we go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's whatever. And
Yeah.
we got Dr. Stone. Kyle, take it away.
Dr. Stone. So, what I like is that all the sciences in Dr. Stone are like actual sciences, stuff like that. It's not like made up stuff in terms of that, except for like the turning people into stone part. But like all the science he does and whatnot is like, yeah, dramatized, but like actual sciences. That's really cool. It's got some pretty good characters. It's a really interesting way of seeing things, as instead of doing your typical fighting, it's more of like fighting with your brain than fighting with your fists. Pretty decent. Kind of falls off later on, but yeah, it's pretty decent. So probably like somebody's got something else about it.
Yeah,
I always wondered.
I've read it. I didn't watch any of it, so I don't know how the anime adapted it. I did enjoy it. Like you said, it kind of does get like a little too. While the science is still sound, it does start getting a little too wild on how fast they move, being able to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll Samuel's fine. I haven't watched the anime, so I really have nothing to say about that. But now, here's something we've all seen.
Journey to the West.
Journey to the West, Sun Wukong. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I wish for panties.
So yeah, definitely Dragon Ball has not aged well.
Nope.
A lot of questionable decisions, but it was the 80s. It was a different time.
Overall, I would say it's still
an
enjoyable watch.
It definitely has still like whimsy, adventure, fun.
Just watch the edited version. You'll be fine.
I don't care. It's I've already watched it all. I love Dragon Ball. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also like 15 different Dragon Ball series we've got here. So
yeah.
So this is, and it sucks splitting Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but that's how it was, animated. So Dragon Ball going up to Goku versus Piccolo in the Budokai Tenkaichi would be this, right before Saiyan Saga. So like those strings of arcs, very fun, very good. Where do y'all think? What are your thoughts? Where do y'all think this should go?
Probably like same old goodness. Not my favorite of the Dragon Balls.
We also in the Americas got this after Z,
yes, which is
so
we very actually weird.
We only saw half the story at the beginning. So unfortunately the first half of Dragon Ball doesn't hit for everybody here the way it should. So yeah, I would probably
Star Wars
say,
style.
Yeah, they literally Star Wars styled us.
Yeah,
the prequel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. Like, I definitely really like the whimsy of Dragon Ball. Yeah, I'm good with same old goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless Tiger, do you want to fight? Do you want it to go and stay gold? Let's get vicious. Can't always be so nice and fun and cordial to each other. Tell Kyle to go fuck himself.
No, I think Akira Toriyama's legacy belongs in Stay Gold, damn it.
I think it belongs in the trash.
This is definitely his legacy.
Poop on a stick. And then this one, you're saying the next one, Dragon Ball GT, is his legacy, yeah.
Oh boy.
Step into the Grand
I know.
Grand Tour, step into the Grand Tour. Dragon Ball GT.
This is one of the ones I didn't really watch a whole lot of. I tried a few times and I just couldn't get into it.
fun fact, this is another one where they cut out the first about almost 15 episodes of the show and started it mid-arc because the first episodes were too much like original Dragon Ball with the manufactured whimsy, and they didn't think it was going to catch on as well as Z did because it was too much like, they're going planet to planet searching for Dragon Balls and not enough is going on. So they decided to cut that portion out. They did the first episode and then just jumped straight to the baby arc. So that way they could start with the fighting and whatnot. So it's like we missed the beginning, and then after the show was over, they hit us with the lost episodes and then aired the original episodes.
Damn.
Yeah. Very fun. Very funny. But yeah, GT is a series that had awesome concepts that fell flat on its face every single time.
Yeah.
Having the first arc villain being Baby, Tuffle that wanted revenge on the Saiyans for killing his people and taking over the planet and whatnot. That's an awesome callback to like the anime stuff from Z. So that was really cool. Super 17 is aesthetically really cool, and old characters coming back from hell because the Dragon Balls messed up the equilibrium of the world is really cool, but nothing really came of that arc. And then the Shadow Dragon, super cool.
Yeah.
Characters like them having to face the overuse and abuse of the Dragon Balls, and these villains are here because of them. Really cool. And apparently GT has the best ending Dragon Ball could have had in terms of like the last episode. Like, people are like, this is a perfect send off for the show. So overall, I almost feel dirty saying that GT should be in same old goodness, and if anything, we should move Dragon Ball up to stay gold. I don't know. Oh, also Super Saiyan 4, which is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Way better than Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God or any of that garbage.
Super Saiyan 4 is pretty cool.
Give me my buff, hairy men with tails.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It looks different, like.
But it also makes sense because it feels like it's the next step for a Saiyan. It's like it combines the monkey and the Super Saiyan stuff. I'm also biased because I literally have my Super Saiyan 4 Goku figure on my desk along with Vegeta next to him. So I'm a little biased when it comes to Super Saiyan 4. I think it's just really cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
But yeah. Unless anybody agree, disagree with what I just did.
I didn't watch a lot of GT.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Also Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Oh, the fucking red hair. Yeah.
Oh, so good. So sexy. Anyway, so these are so funny the way we're doing these out of order.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yep.
So the recut
in
of
HD.
Dragon in HD, still 4x3.
I've only seen one episode and I was drunk.
Oh my god, is this when we saw Blue Popo at my house?
I don't know. This is the one where I was like yelling at your TV when Frieza.
Yeah. This is. Oh my god, yeah, I remember because Gohan had a different voice, and you were like, "What's happening?"
And then I heard Frieza's voice, and it's even worse.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh my god, what is this shit?"
So yeah, they recut Z, cut it down, took out the filler, like up-resed it and like color corrected like damaged like cells and whatnot. Not cell the character, but animation cells.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed the voices like
Imperfect cell.
17 and 18, you will be part of my perfect body. And then they changed some voices. So Frieza changed, Kid Gohan changed, and Bulma changed. And I think those were the only big changes in cast, but those were also some of the biggest characters, so people weren't necessarily happy. I think overall Frieza was a fine change. Bulma, I don't know, still not good with that one, and it's still not good with the Kid Gohan. I'm happy for Daima.
Frieza's original voice was...
Yeah, Linda Young.
Frieza's original voice was just iconic.
Yeah. I think your shoe's untied. Nice try, but I don't have shoelaces. Real dub lines. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is something that makes Z more palatable, going from like 230 episodes to like 60 or something.
Yeah, because it cut out all the filler
Yeah.
stuff, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, and the original Kai run didn't include Boo. That happened later. But yeah, I mean, same old goodness, I guess. It didn't really improve on the original product. It just made it more palatable.
Got it.
Dragon Ball Super.
Where first, like, what? 2/3 of the show is just a retelling of the two movies? In much slower form and worse animation.
Worse animation form. And that's Toei's fault, not the animators' fault.
Yeah, but still.
Their schedule was awful to be able to try to put that out. For them to be like, hey, we're doing a new Dragon Ball show, you have to redo. They should have just taken the movies and cut them into episodes and just moved on with their lives. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
And just added some scenes to like pad stuff out. Like, it's just do what Demon Slayer did. But to be fair, this is before what Demon Slayer did, so whatever. But yeah, and then they tried doing the Universe 6vs7 tournament, and I was like, whatever. And then they did the Goku Black Arc, which was cool but convoluted and had the worst ending of any arc in Dragon Ball ever. And then we had Tournament of Power, which was pretty good, and they kind of really picked their shit up at that point.
And then it ended.
And then we've gotten 2 movies since then.
Yes.
And 2 unanimated manga arcs, and now we have Daima. So a lot has happened that has changed the the face of Dragon Ball. But Super, if it wasn't for the Tournament of Power, I'd put it in See You Later, Space Cowboy.
Yeah.
Because of the Tournament of Power, I'm either fine with waking up at 3 a.m. or putting it in Sweet Old Goodness. Thoughts?
I'm good with just waking up.
Yeah.
Because that last arc is literally the only thing that you should watch of Super at this point.
Truly.
I mean, you can watch the movies. Don't watch the show version of it. Just watch the movie.
Technically, the movies are part of the Z canon because they are Dragon Ball Z movies, not Super movies.
So going forward, it's just gonna be Tiger and me.
Fair and understandable.
But yeah. Waking up to the ending of Inuyasha at 3 a.m.
I will say the Universal Tournament arc did have the banger opening of Limit Break Survivor. Very good. Very good opening. And now we've got Z.
Dragon Ball Z. The other gateway drug.
Get ready for Dragon Ball Z.
This is one of my favorites when I was a kid, for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Love.
Absolutely.
Dragon Ball.
Watching the Saiyan saga until just like before Super Saiyan and having the whole thing repeat forever was crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine your first episodes being Garlic Jr. Saga.
Right. I was like,
I forgot about that stuff. Oh my god.
The great Makio Star.
Can't believe I forgot about that peak Dragon Ball Z.
The fact that this brought back
this
a random movie villain. Yeah, people really wanted a movie 1 Garlic Jr. villain to come back. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is such like a funny story. Like the Ocean dub had it, and then they only had it up until like partway through Namek arc, then Funimation got it, and then like all the voices changed, and then like they took it on for a while, and then they went back and redubbed the old stuff, and then went forward into set. Like, it was just crazy the way we fucking absorbed this show.
Yeah.
But it was peak. It was amazing.
So good. So good. Even if every fight takes 30 episodes. So good.
God, the Frieza fight was so long.
It was.
Having to explain it to people who don't get it, like, all they do is shout.
Yeah,
you don't get it, man.
That's part of it, man. That's part of the charm.
You don't understand.
So good.
Yes.
So good. Anyway, giant robots.
Giant
robots.
Giant robots.
Giant robots.
Giant robots. All right. Duel Masters. A
Take it
poor
away.
man's Yu-Gi-Oh. See you later, Space Cowboy.
Joshua Seth is in it though.
He is in it, isn't he? Oh my god. Put it in giant robots.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing much to say. It's literally just different card game
poor
anime.
man's.
Cool.
It is poor man's Yu-Gi-Oh though.
Eureka 7.
I've only seen bits and pieces of this, so I don't really know too much.
Apparently it's really good.
It's really good. I enjoy it. I like it. Has one of my top 5 favorite anime openings of all time. Possibly top 3.
Oh.
But the show itself is a little. It's also one of those where the anime did its own thing and the manga did its own thing. So like
that was the era where all of them were doing that. Yeah,
it literally was. Can't believe 03 Fullmetal Alchemist isn't on here. Absolute garbage. It was on Adult Swim more than Toonami. Anyways, Eureka 7. I mean, I would kind of put it on waking up to the ending of Inuyasha at 3 a.m.
Okay.
Fire Force. Never watched this on Toonami, but have watched it.
Yes. Also watched it.
Final season coming next year.
Yep.
Tiger, you watch Fire Force at all?
No.
It's pretty good.
It's fun. It's fun. I would also honestly put that at waking up at 3 a.m. unless Kyle, you have dissenting opinions.
No. I mean, it's very forgettable. I mean, it is good, but it's also very forgettable.
It has die-hard fans.
It does. Like, I mean, everything does.
It's like, yeah, I know, but I'm like surprised this one does. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of the actual ending of the manga.
I didn't read it. Didn't read it. But yeah, I'm fine.
And they
with
make some choices.
Waking up.
All right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Future Kyle here. Just gonna tell you, this episode's been split into 2 parts. Part 2 will be out next week. Sorry that it is in 2 parts. I hate doing it, but it was just getting too long, so we split it into 2. And we'll see y'all for the rest of it in week 2. Bye.